வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதிசிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெருந்தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே 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 வந்தே மாதரம் வந்தே மாதரம் சுஜலாம் சுபலாம் மலயல சீதலாம் சஸ்யஷாமளாம் மாதரம் வந்தே மாதரம் வந்தே மாதரம் शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी फुल्लकुसुमित द्रुमदलशोभिनी सुहासिनी सुमधुरभाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरम्.
Thank you, Ms. Pushpa. I now request our head of the department, Professor Laru Lakshmi Narayan, to address the gathering.
Thank you, Prabha. Dear graduates of 2023, parents, guests, students, on behalf of the faculty and staff of the Department of Physics, IIT Madras, I extend you a very warm welcome to the Physics Department Degree Distribution Program. It is our privilege and pleasure to have with us this evening an extremely accomplished physicist, Professor Umesh Wagmare. Dean, Faculty and Professor, Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Scientific Research, Bangalore, as the chief guest for the occasion. He has kindly agreed to address the graduates, award the degrees, and interact with us. I request our research scholar, Tiasha Roy, to please welcome Professor Umesh with a bouquet. The Department of Physics, established in 1959, is today one of the leading ones in the nation. About 57 faculty, including emeritus and distinguished professors, carry out research in almost all frontier areas of science and technology. From the cosmos to the quark, from parsecs to femtometers, everything is in our range. So, as an annual report, I also wish to report that Dr. Siddharth Domkar, a new faculty, has joined in the last academic year, who specializes in experimental condensed matter physics. We have about 20 technical and administrative staff members without whom the department will not be running, and they are ably supporting all our activities. Fostering future scientists, especially physicists, is of course our primary goal, major goal of the Department of Physics. And there are about 500 students in various degree programs, from undergraduate to doctoral. The undergraduate BTech in engineering physics, in coordination with the Department of Electrical Engineering, provides a unique mixture of science and technology and was started with the premise that frontier science drives frontier technologies. This year, 20 BTech engineering physics degrees are being awarded. There are 3 master's programs, namely a 5-year dual degree BS-MS program, a 2-year MSc in physics, both of which give a solid start to any physicist's career. This year, we have 8 BS-MS graduates and 47 MSc students. We have 4 graduates from the 2-year MTech in functional materials and nanotechnology, which is another example of fostering the science behind frontier technologies. IIT Madras instituted the interdisciplinary dual degree program in 2018 to keep up with the growing and varied demands of technology and the industry. As it's referred to as the IIID, with the IIID, students can master the newest areas and trends in science and technology by getting a combined master's, bachelor's, and master's degree. 7 students are graduating this year with a dual degree in BTech engineering physics and master's specialization with 3 areas, namely quantum science and technology, data sciences, and complex systems and dynamics. At the apex is our regular doctoral PhD program, in which about 240 research scholars are currently registered. Of these, 28 research scholars are being conferred their PhD degree at this convocation. To give you a better idea of the progress in 1 year, we have several active research centers and centers of excellence funded from the Institute of Eminence status enjoyed by IIT Madras, which continues to be consistently ranked number 1 in the overall category in the NIRF rankings of national institutes. To give you an idea of the range of activities, these centers are millimeter microwave metamaterials, atomistic modeling, and materials design, functional oxides, experimental high energy physics, strings, gravitation, cosmology, Center for Quantum Information Communication Computing, 2D materials, quantum center in diamond and emergent materials, and biosensing. Our department publications has been consistently hovering around about 900 per year for the last few years. And there have also appeared, these have also appeared in high impact journals such as Nature, Science, Physical Review Letters, other physical review journals. To highlight just one, which we are proud of, a work which happened in the last academic year, a work appeared in the cover article as a cover article of Nature Chemistry from the group of Professor G. Arvind on the exotic phenomenon of intermolecular Coulombic decay, an atomic phenomenon with applications to astrophysics. In terms of the range of our activities, in terms of visitors and seminars, we have had more than 36 distinguished professors visiting us from various universities across the world. 2 stellar ones perhaps deserve a special mention. Professor Didier Queloz, winner of the Nobel Prize in Physics 2019, visited the department and interacted with the faculty. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for his discovery of exoplanets, objects much like the planet, our solar planets, orbiting distant sun-like stars. Professor Brian P. Schmidt, who won the Nobel Prize in 2011 for the discovery of the accelerating expansion of the universe through observations of distant supernovae, also visited and interacted with our faculty. Both of them were here to deliver the Subra Suresh Distinguished Lecture Series of the Institute. The department continues to host for many years the Brahmagupta Colloquium Series. It was a very active year for that as well. There were about 13 colloquia last year, including 5 in-house ones. And there were many conferences and seminars, workshops, like there were 5 major conferences and workshops, a short-term course organized by the faculty. There are regular outreach activities where schools and colleges visit us at regular intervals. Faculty and students have been bestowed several academic distinctions and awards. Notably, Professor P.B. Sunil Kumar has been elected a Fellow of the Indian National Science Academy in 2022, and was also appointed chair professor in the institute. During the past academic year, various research facilities were installed in the department laboratories, totally worth about 70 lakhs. And there were, again, in the last year, 84 sponsored projects for the value of 27 crores. There were 5 RBIC projects, about more than a crore, 24 industrial research and consultancy project assignments worth about, again, more than a crore. That's ongoing in the department. In what made national news, Professor M.S. Ramchandra Rao and his group were awarded 242 crore grant for research in lab-grown diamonds. That will have impact all the way from precious gem industry to cutting-edge quantum technologies, including sensors and quantum computing. So we are proud of that. There were many patents filed. There were totally 5 national, 1 international patent that was filed. 12 patents were awarded to members of the department. And there are many awards won by our students and scholars, which we are very proud of. In fact, it's quite a regular phenomenon. About more than 25 research scholars have won Best Poster Awards and similar recognitions in various technical conferences during the last year. And there were several Institute Day prizes, so I will mention that here. Aditya, GS Aditya, our BTech student, was awarded Ms. Lata and Sampath Srinath Prize to the student with the best academic record in the 3rd and 4th semester of BTech. Amog Yogesh Wagmare, dual degree student, was awarded K. Krishnamurti Iyer Prize, student with the best academic record in 5th and 6th semesters. Amrit Pucha, dual degree student, was awarded the N. Arunachalam Memorial Prize to the student with the best academic record in 7th and 8th semesters. T.L. Abhishek, a dual degree student, was awarded Electronics for You Prize. But Vivan Ashish, a dual degree student, was awarded a Shri Jandiala Lakshmi Kantam and Srimati Sita Mahalakshmi Prize for the second topper student with the best academic record in the 5th and 6th semesters of the BSMS program in physics. MS Dinesh, MSc student, was awarded the Chilikuri Ramashastri Memorial Prize for academic excellence in the first year. Bidhi Vijay Varghya, MSc student, was awarded the V. Kalyanasundaram Memorial Prize, awarded for women academically excelling in the first 3 semesters. So that's a short report of what happened last year. We'll come to the main agenda of the program very shortly. But an endeavor of the scale of the department can only take place with the wholehearted participation and support of our faculty, students, and staff. I would like to personally thank my colleagues, office and technical staff, as well as the chairpersons of various committees for their selfless work they have put in to keep the department flourishing. The department is grateful to the Institute for its continued and sustained encouragement and support. In particular, I take this opportunity to thank the director, Professor Kamakoti, and all the deans for their support extended to the department in multiple ways. So I now call upon my colleague, Professor Somnath Chandaroy, to kindly introduce the chief guest. Somnath.
Good evening, everyone. It's indeed a great pleasure and honor to welcome this evening's chief guest for our department degree distribution program. So Professor Umesh Wagmare is a professor in the Theoretical Sciences Unit and also the Dean of Faculty Affairs in the Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Scientific Research, Bengaluru. He is well known for his seminal contributions in the field of theory, modeling, and simulations in condensed matter and materials. And it is quite interesting, at least to few of you here that he started his journey with a B.Tech in engineering physics from IIT Bombay way back in 1990. Followed by he did his PhD in the applied physics from the Yale University. From 1996 to 2000, he was at the Harvard University as a postdoctoral fellow and research associate. And in 2000, he joined the JNCSR and he became a full professor in the year of 2009. He has held several visiting positions, including that at Rutgers University, USA, and the African University of Science and Technology, Abuja, and the Tohoku University, Japan. And he has more than about 500 publications of high impact to his credit. And obviously, such an illustrious career will also bring several awards quite naturally. Just to name a few, he has been the recipient of the very prestigious Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Award in the year 2010, G.D. Birla Award for Scientific Research in the year of 2016, Distinguished Alumnus Award of IIT Bombay in the year of 2017, Infosys Science Prize in the Engineering and Computer Science branches in the year 2015, and also the CNR Rao Prize Lecture from the Materials Research Society of India in the year 2016. He is a fellow of all three academies of sciences in India, namely the Indian National Academy of Science, then Indian Academy of Science, Bangalore, and the National Academy of Sciences, Allahabad. He is currently also the president of the Indian Academy of Sciences, Bangalore. With these few words, I now welcome Professor Umesh to deliver his talk.
Thank you, Professor Somnath. Good afternoon, all. Dear graduating students, dear members of their families, current students in the department here, the faculty colleagues, and the chairman, Professor Arul Lakshmi Narayanan. I'm really delighted to be here, absolutely happy to be here at this joyous occasion where I get to see a great cheer and sense of accomplishments on the young colleagues here. It's indeed an important landmark event in your life. It's also an annual landmark event in the course of your department. Listening to the last short report that Professor Arul just read out, it's indeed a very impressive department, and I take this opportunity to congratulate first the graduating students and also the department for training such good students and also accomplishing such great research and accolades for the department. Indeed, it's the admission process to department like this and institute like this is very selective. And you are some of the brightest students in the country, and department is also fortunate to have you with them. And when you graduate and become alumni, it's you who make the department and institute famous and shine. In fact, we, the outsiders, come to know about department when we meet bright students like you outside, not only in academia, but also in other walks of life, taking up different professions. A very small fraction of students in India have the fortune to get education and training from an institute and department like this. And as a result, I feel there is a greater responsibility on you, the graduating class, when you leave this campus. Do stay connected and make contributions to the society and also the science that you have learned from this department and the faculty colleagues here. And in this context, I wish to talk to you. You can make contributions in science as well as significant contributions to the society. So to get started with the science, I'm going to tell you a few exciting developments in physics that have happened in just last year. Okay? And that will tell you, these exciting developments also tell you that there are many openings coming up for you to make a mark. right? And of course, it's impossible to cover all the accomplishments in physics in a short time, but I'll just give you a few snippets. And I repeat, it's not an exhaustive list, but it's something I feel I can share with you in a simple language. You all have heard of James Webb Space Telescope, right? It has opened up really new window to the world using infrared radiation. You know, the images have begun to come from this telescope now, and there's already evidence for dark matter powered stars. And if this is true, with further evidence, this may be established. There's a lot of opportunity to revisit our theory of stars, how stars formed, and other consequences to dark matter. There is also an upgraded version of Large Hadron Collider. All of you have heard of it, LHC. And that is going to make available much larger number of Higgs particles, and which will allow us to understand how they interact with each other and also with the rest of the world. And that has, of course, lots of implications to fundamental physics in and beyond the standard model that you may be familiar with. The first image of a black hole within the Milky Way, the galaxy we live in, has come up. It's in the Sagittarius constellation. And these are all accomplishments on larger scale, okay? Of course, physics happens at many length and time scales. And an interesting fundamental finding I wish to share with you is, all of you know quantum physics. And one of the findings is, it's complex numbers, also you all know. Complex numbers are indispensable if you want a correct description of quantum world that we live in. That's also rather fundamental result, mathematical probably, but very interesting and intriguing. Laser-induced fusion has been accomplished on a very small scale. Yeah, of course, to translate it into a real reactor which will generate energy for us in a way which is non-polluting, green, and abundance is decades away, but that's an important milestone that has happened. Super efficient generation of electricity using thermophotovoltaics has become possible. I'm talking about only the accomplishments in the last year. Yeah? And this is very important too, because much of energy is one of the major challenges we face today. Energy challenge is intimately linked with environmental challenge, the climate change, and also naturally the health. So addressing energy problem and challenge that we face today is very critical. And this is another important development where much of the energy we produce is wasted in the form of heat, and that can be utilized in principle using this type of ideas. You won't believe, but there's also development of asteroid defense technology by Applied Physics Laboratory in the USA. You know, it's very exciting that they could sort of launch an attack on an asteroid and change its trajectory by a certain amount of angle, which can avoid its impact on the Earth. It's a huge accomplishment. Yeah? Coming back to the molecular world, when I started out like you, protein folding was a very important problem. It's a problem in biology, of course, because the structure of protein determines how cellular organisms function, how diseases come about, and how we grow old. So it's a fundamental problem, and at that time it was essentially an unsolved problem. In the recent year, machine learning has come in to develop a model which enables prediction of three-dimensional structure of protein molecule just given the sequence of amino acids, 20 amino acids that make up the protein molecule. Yeah? So indeed, these are absolutely exciting developments in physics in just a year, and you know, you should be eager to take on some interesting problems which really appeal to you in this line or even outside many of these problems as well. One last point I wish to make in this regard is there is increasing awareness among physicists that we have to be much more open to diversity, inclusivity, and equity. You know, it's not just in physics. But there has been a systematic research which has established that indeed there is a bias among scientists as well. And we must work extra hard to overcome such biases and be inclusive, be respectful of all our co-workers coming from any background that you would come across. So there's a lot of excitement in physics. I hope I have communicated to you, and it is ever growing, and there are lots of opportunities as well. But I also wish to say that the education you received in this great department for physics at IIT Madras is far more than what physics is. It also has trained you in taking up any problem in life and tackle it in a most analytical, most sort of scientific manner. So it will help you in doing whatever you take up in your profession or your further career. Wherever you go to accomplish that, this education is going to be powerful and useful to you. Yeah? And indeed, in this end, I wish to share with you some experiences or things I have learned from my seniors. One is, learn to take the path which is less traveled. It will come with risk, but take it. It's always worth it. Not every student grows at the same rate as every other student. Everyone has a different growth curve. Yeah? So someone may flourish today and someone may flourish 10 years later. Don't give up. Identify your passion, what you really love to do, and then follow it, taking risk and possibly failing. Don't be fearful of failures. That's where you learn a lot and make bigger sort of accomplishment out of it. Sorry, I'm just looking at my notes so that I don't miss anything to tell you. Next is to achieve any greater objective. You know, it always involves several little steps. They often look boring, they often look tedious, they often mean, sometimes you feel, is this what I really want to do? No, I'm getting sick and bored of it. No, anything you want to accomplish, if it is big enough, it requires hard work, it requires the persistent effort from your side. So be prepared. Yeah? Nothing comes for free. Creative thinking is, of course, very important. And that's not something our educational system always is geared to teach us in the short 4 years or 5 years or 2 years. When you learn here, most of the focus is on techniques and learning about real physics and things. So creative thinking is something you may have to be on your own, and that also comes out of hard work. You know, creativity is basically a result of thinking of lots of good ideas and then working hard on many of them, throwing away the ones which don't look good, and then picking up the most promising ones. Okay? So this means you cannot be intellectually lazy when you do whatever you do, whether you do physics or you do some other work, management, or anything else you take up. Yeah? You have to think of lots of options, lots of good ideas, and follow the ones which appeal to you most. Don't worry about what others feel. You take the problem, take the idea that you really think you would like to, you will not regret working on later. Even the most unalterable things which look very hard to change can change. Okay? And that's where I think, coming from such a leading institute in the country and the leading physics department, I wish some of you will take up leadership roles when you grow up. When you look around, you find lots of problems. Okay, whether it's roads or something else. Important thing is to identify problem, not stay quiet about it, but rather than complaining, you light a lamp. Okay, you come up with a constructive approach how you can help solving that problem, and that's one way I feel you can give back to the society. Yeah. So I think I'm almost getting done with my time. I will end by saying that leadership will benefit if you have a lot of empathy for your colleagues and a good imagination. Okay? Have respect for everyone else who's around you, what they do, what work they do. Every little contribution finally contributes to the nation building, and we must respect it. Communication is very crucial, how you communicate your ideas. In fact, in science, even the impact of a publication or a patent sometimes depends on how you have articulated your ideas, whether the rest of the world is going to see the light in your ideas. Okay? So communicating effectively and working hard to communicate effectively is also very crucial. There are two socio-economic or current problems which I'll point out and then stop. Information is growing exponentially with internet speeds going up. There's a lot of misinformation, disinformation, and of course, as a scientist, you are looking for what is true, what is the truth, and what are the facts. So please be careful and, in fact, come up with solutions in how you can filter the information for a good cause of preserving the truth in information. And remember to follow path towards inclusivity, diversity, and equity. I will stop by congratulating once again the graduating class, all the students and the department, and wish you all the best in your careers, and wish you great happiness and accomplishments in your life. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Professor Umesh, for those important words, starting from open problems in physics, which are just being found, to actually how to go about in terms of how to look at problems and our responsibilities. These are very important words which go from science and into the practice of science and how we are also as human beings. So I really appreciate it, and I hope that all of our students here do listen to this. So thank you very much. So we are now at the core of the program, and graduates, as your names are called out, please come to the dais and receive the prizes and degrees. So we'll first distribute the prizes and then the degrees. Okay. So your names will be called out. Please come on the dais. Come like that, and then we will go. Okay.
We'll start off with the prizes first. Ms. Hema Balasubramanian Excellence Award for the BTech student with the best academic record in engineering physics, Shiv Prasad Hulial. Professor J. Shobhanadri Prize for the dual degree student with the best academic record in physics, Gaurav M. Vaidya. Shri Krishnamurthy Sundarambal Prize for the MTech student with the best academic record in functional materials and nanotechnology, Ravuri Saket. Shri Jandyala Lakshmikantam and Srimati Sita Mahalakshmi Prize for the BTech student with the second best academic record in engineering physics, Neeraj Udupa. Shri Jandyala Lakshmikantam and Srimati Sita Mahalakshmi Prize for the MSc student with the second best academic record in physics, Mehraj Chetri. The Professor A.L. Lashkar Prize for the PhD scholar with the best PhD thesis in physics is being shared by two of our scholars this time, Dr. Suhail Ahmed Radar and Dr. Saroj Kumar Barik. We will have Sriram and Saurav Datta collect the awards on their behalf. Dr. Sriram. He is collecting the award on behalf of Dr. Suhail Ahmed Radar. And we have Dr. Saurav Datta. Collecting on behalf of Dr. Saroj Kumar Barik. Mrs. Abhyambal and Mr. Natarajan Award for the scholar with the best PhD thesis in energy physics, Atre CD. We now move on to the degree distribution part. We first have all the PhD scholars graduating this year. Alina Chako. Mamata. Guru Prasad S. Hegde. Shaumen Pradhan. Sriram PG. Deepshika Ganguly. Amit Chauhan. Atre. Tulika Agarwal. We next have the MTech in Functional Materials and Advanced Nanotechnology, Ravuri Saket. Shubhrangshu Ghosh. We next have the MSc Physics degrees, Ankita Mahanta. Praveen Talor. Shayak Das. Shirsendu Roy. Siddharth S. Snehil Pandey, Subhash Kumar, Tamojit Ghosh, Venkata Sai Reddy, Yasser Arafat, Yatindra Rahul, Priyanka, Prathamesh, MSc class, I don't hear you cheering for your batchmates. Yatan Sri Teja, we next have the interdisciplinary dual degree graduates, BTech, MTech, Apurva Ashok Padye, Vaibhavi Patnayak, Atharva Vijay Limkar, Gopika Anita Gopan, Pulkit Bansal, S. Aniruddha, Karthik Balaji M. Parents, do cheer on. We promise you we have refreshments at the end. We next have the dual degree BS MS in physics, Madhav Sanjay, Prabhat Kumar Verma, Vaibhavi Balachandran, Rishi Raj, Gaurav Vaidya, Jagdeep K, Sai Subramanian B, last but not the least, we have the BTech in Engineering Physics, Tanur Pranav, Shruti G. Lenin Pius. M. Chandrahas. Neeraj Udupa. Pooja Sadhvi. Ravikant Kumar Chaudhary. Sachidanand. Utkarsh Bhauji. Kasireddy Sai Rama Anu. Abhishek Tiwari. Anshit Padavanna. Surabhi Deshpande. Shivaprasad Hulial. Sneha. Sunit Sriram Swami. Thank you, Professor Umesh and Professor Arul. And thank you all for cheering on. We'll now have short messages from the prize winners. I call upon Shivaprasad Hulial, B.Tech student with the best academic record in engineering physics.
My fellow graduates, proud parents, and esteemed faculty members of IIT Madras, as we gather here to celebrate our achievements and bid farewell to each other and our beloved institution, I want to share a few thoughts that I have learned here while at IIT Madras. We now stand at the cusp of the next chapter in our lives. When I joined IIT Madras, I never imagined that I would be standing here and giving this speech and receiving the award. Throughout my academic journey, I focused on something deeper, something more profound, my passion for physics. It was this genuine interest in physics that enabled me to excel in this field. Today, I can confidently say that when you love what you do, success naturally follows. To my fellow graduates, as we embark on this different path and diverse fields, be it the corporate world, the entrepreneurship journey, or higher studies, remember this: passion is the key to unlocking your true potential. As we leave our institute, and let's carry this realization in our hearts. Let us excel in our chosen fields, not because we want to be the best, but because we love what we do. Life has a way of revealing itself, and you might find yourself surprised, just like I did today. Finally, I thank my parents, sister, and friends for supporting me throughout my journey at IIT Madras. I want to especially thank the faculty members for training us and Professor Arul for guiding me through my BTech project. Congratulations to you all. Thank you and best of luck for your future journey.
Thank you, Shiva Prasad. Gaurav Vaidya, dual degree student with the best academic record in physics.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Last night, my mom was a little worried that I had to give a speech today and I hadn't prepared anything. But I thought that it was only fitting that I honor that, I'm graduating from a technical institute. So I decided to prepare my speech at the 11th hour, exactly how we guys submit our assignments. So, yeah, jokes aside, it's indeed an honor to be standing here. And even though I've received the award for having the highest CGPA, I think that grades are one of those things that all of us will most easily forget. What we won't forget are all the experiences and lessons that this campus and this department has given us. 5 years ago, I would have never imagined that along with learning about new concepts in physics, I would also learn a new sport and go on to represent my institute. Along with this, I would have never imagined that I wouldn't just stop at reading research papers, but I would also have the opportunity to start up with two of my best friends, Prajwal and Akash, and help make research easier and better. Looking back at my time at IITM, I'm also filled with immense gratitude. Firstly, gratitude for my family, my parents, Ai and Baba, who are present here. They've stood beside me in all decisions I've made, good or bad. From preparing me for my first cricket match in high school to preparing me for my board exams, they've always been there by my side, and they're here today as well. Thank you. I'm also extremely grateful for all the faculty in the department for showing me how amazing physics is and inspiring me to pursue a career in science. I would particularly like to thank Prabha ma'am, Basudev sir, and Shiva sir, who has been the most wonderful D3P guide I could have asked for. And all these faculty members have shown me what research is all about and made me fall in love with what I do. Finally, I feel like the most treasured possession I will be leaving with from here today, aside from my degree, of course, will be all the memories that I made with my friends. The DD batch, the Aquatics team, and the boys from Bangalore, thank you so much for being there for me. And finally, congratulations to all of you, and thank you, and all the best for whatever you do in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Gaurav. We next have Ravuri Saket, MTech student with the best academic record in functional materials and nanotechnology.
All for your graduation, and I would like to take this opportunity to express gratitude to all the people who supported me through my journey. And first of all, I would like to thank my guide, Professor Manu Jaiswal and Professor Christoph Stamfer of RWTH for guiding me through my MTech project. And I would like to thank all those lab mates and friends who supported me through my 2-year MTech program and all the wonderful time we had together. And yeah, last but not least, of course, it's my parents and sisters who supported me through all the times, hardships, showing constant love. And yeah, and I would like to also thank all the faculty who inspired and showed motivation to pursue physics and gave deeper insights while discussions. And yeah, thank you all once again. I really didn't prepare anything, and it's just an impromptu speech. Thank you. Thank you for motivating me, showing you.
Thank you, Saket. Neeraj Udupa, BTech student with the second best academic record in engineering physics.
Good afternoon, esteemed chief guest, Professor Umesh Ogmare and Professor Arul, our HOD. And thank you, sir, for your kind words earlier this day. And good afternoon to everyone else who's joined us here today. So IIT Madras has been a lot more than an academic institution to me. This is where I learned a lot of life lessons. Met tons of accomplished people whose influence I'll be carrying with me throughout my life from now on. Met a bunch of really great friends. This institute means a lot to me. And when I learned of this award, it just felt like the perfect icing on cake. So I take this as a humble reminder for my future self, what consistent efforts can help someone achieve. So firstly, I'd like to thank my parents, sitting right there, for motivating me towards my goals all the way and being a bedrock of my support every single day. I'd like to thank all the professors I've learned under, both from this department and also outside, because they've helped me gain some of the best learning experience I've had till now in my life. And yeah, last but not the least, I thank my friends who are sitting all the way back there, without whom my time in this institute would not have been the fun joy that it's been. So yeah, thank you and congratulations to all my fellow graduates. I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you, Neeraj. Mehraj Chetri, MSc student with second best academic record in physics.
Honorable Chief Guest, esteemed faculty members, my dear graduates, and their proud parents. Honestly, I didn't really know that this speech was supposed to be short. So, please bear with me. I first came to IIT Madras as a naive physics student who thought that conquering physics is going to be like a piece of cake. But boy, I was wrong. Now that I think about that young, naive Maharaj, I see a man with an arrow through her head, an idiot savant, minus savant. Skipping time 2 years ahead, I still consider myself an idiot, but with a master's degree in physics, along with a passion and hunger for research. I have the Department of Physics of IIT Madras to be thankful for. Coming to IIT Madras was undoubtedly one of the greatest decisions I have made in my life. And I take immense pride in being affiliated with one of the finest physics departments in India. I'm also extremely grateful to all the professors in the department for bringing me to where I am now, especially Professor Libby, who introduced me to my research field and guided me throughout the way. Once again, I'd like to thank the Department of Physics for everything, and of course, for awarding me with this medal. Frankly, this came as a surprise to me that I'm being awarded the medal, but what more came as a shock was when my overly excited friends told me that I have to deliver a speech. They couldn't resist the chance to witness my nervousness on the stage. Well, mission successful, everyone. My hair might have turned a little whiter. My hair might have turned a little whiter from the speech anxiety, but I wouldn't trade this unforgettable moment with my big cat family for anything in the world. You've annoyed me, challenged me, inspired me, made me laugh until my cheeks hurt. So with all my heart and then some, thank you. Finally, I stand here utterly speechless, as no words in English dictionary can do the justice to the profound gratitude I hold for my parents. Unfortunately, they couldn't attend the convocation today, but I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge everything I am now, everything I aspire to become. I owe them everything. Their love and belief have shaped me into the person I am today, and for that I will be eternally thankful. Their presence in my life is a blessing I cherish beyond measure. So, before going, I just want to say congratulations to all the 2023 graduates. I know this might seem like a long journey, and some of you are still trying to catch your breath, or maybe in a PTSD phase. But we all finally made it together and in one piece. MSc class of 2021, it has been a splendid 2 years with you, and from the bottom of my heart, I wish you all very, very, very best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Mehraj. We have Sriram reading out a message on behalf of Suhail, one of the winners of the Lashkar Award, scholar with the best PhD thesis.
Good evening. I'm going to read out a few lines that Suhail has sent me. Esteemed Chief Guest, Head of the Department, faculty members, and graduates of the class of 2023, I feel elated and honored for being awarded the Best PhD Thesis Award. I'm thankful to the committee members for recognizing my efforts and contribution. I especially thank my PhD supervisor, Professor Arul Lakshmi Narayan, for his invaluable mentorship and support during my entire doctoral journey. I would like to thank the institute, and in particular the Department of Physics, for all the support and resources provided. Lastly, I wish to acknowledge and thank my beloved family members and friends for their love, encouragement, and support. Thank you, and God bless us all. Thanks.
Thank you, Sriram. We have Saurav reading a message on behalf of Saroj, the other joint winner of the Lashkar Prize.
Hello. Saroj Kumar Barik has joined the postdoc at Hebrew University of Jerusalem. Here I am to collect the award and say a few words on behalf of him on his request. Respected dignitaries, esteemed faculties, and dear friends, I am deeply honored and humbled to receive this prestigious award for my PhD thesis work. This recognition is not just a personal achievement, but a validation of my supporters and colleagues' hard work and dedication. My journey in pursuing this research has been challenging yet immensely rewarding experience. I would not have been possible without the guidance and encouragement of my esteemed professor G. Arvind and the constant support of my family. I express my heartfelt gratitude to Institute and Physics Department that provided me with the conducive environment for learning and research. This award motivates me to continue exploring new frontiers in physics and contribute meaningful to the society. I thank all for this incredible honor. I am truly grateful for this recognition and will continue to strive for the excellence in my future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Saurav. We have Atre, PhD scholar with the best PhD thesis in energy physics.
Good evening, respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and my fellow students. Congratulations to all of us for getting the degree from one of the top institutions of the country and the world. Today I'm standing before you, I think every one of you guys with a slip to give a speech, but I do not have anything because just few minutes back I realized that I might have to give a few words. So I might be a bit nervous, but please bear with me and apologies. When I think in my 12th standard, when one of the fellow students in the remote village of Karnataka, when he started preparing for the IIT exam, we literally teased him, thinking that can we even dream of going into IIT? Because IIT was a name which was like kind of an alien to our college during those days. But today, I'm receiving the PhD degree, and above all, the award from IIT Madras is indeed an honor and a great privilege. Thank you, one and all. I must say, the environment which brings, the environment wherein you study or wherein you grow up makes a lot of difference. I entered my graduation to just become a teacher because my father is a teacher. So I had only thing in mind that I should become a teacher, a science teacher. But the environment, the teachers, and my fellow friends motivated me to take up the research and become successful in that. I thank all of them from the day of my school days till here, and especially during my difficult times, my professor has supported me a lot. I think I dedicate my PhD thesis to my parents and my professor Sudhakar Chandran from the Department of Physics, IIT Madras. Without his support, I must say, I would not have been standing here in front of you. And I must take this opportunity to take all the previous heads of the department and the present head of the department for encouraging me to take up all the activities in the research. And my research collaborator, Professor Nanda, is here. So I thank him for all the support and guidance. Thank you, one and all. And indeed, it's a great moment. Congratulations to all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, all the prize winners. I now request our head of the department, Professor Arul Lakshminarayan, to present our chief guest with a memento.
So there will be a formal vote of thanks, but before that, I want to say thank you, first of all, Prabha, for doing this fantastically, and congratulations to all of you. Please give yourself a big hand. I have had the pleasure of teaching some of you and interacting with many of you, but not with all. So I feel regret that way. But it's fantastic. You've all done really well. There was COVID time and there were all these challenges in front of us, but you came through and you explored different things. You went into IIT, some of you did that, and then you did different projects. And so it's really fantastic that you're here today, and I must say that I thank all the parents who have come here. Please give them a big hand. Thank you all for coming, and it's really a proud moment for all of you and for all of us that we have this fantastic batch which is now graduating today. So good luck on behalf of the department, but remember that you're always a member. I'm sorry, I mean, you may think you're going away, but you're not. So IIT will remain with you. I mean, it's going to, the more far you go away, longer time it takes, closer it's pulling you. It's not Euclidean geometry. Okay. So, great guys, congratulations. I'll now invite my colleague Abhishek for a formal vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of all members of Department of Physics, I feel privileged to present this vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of all those who made this event successful. We sincerely thank our honorable chief guest, Professor Umesh Bhagmare, for his valuable time to join us in our celebrations. Sir, your convocation address was insightful and the one that inspired hope and optimism in all of us. Certainly your words going to encourage all of us to excel, to deliver best of us in our life, especially your motivating words towards doing bite-free research with 3 key ingredients: diversity, equity, and inquisitiveness will go a long way with all of us in our career. We also take this opportunity to express our most sincere thanks to Director IIT Madras, Professor V. Kamakoti, for helping us out whenever we approached his office. At the same time, we remain thankful to all the deans holding different offices at IIT Madras for their continuous support. Well, friends, an event like this cannot be planned overnight. It requires a great deal of planning and the preparation. We are fortunate enough to be backed up by a team of very motivated and dedicated colleagues. So let's thank all them. We thank all staff members of administrative section, engineering unit, print and live media of the institute, photographers, security sections for providing perfect logistic support for this event. We thank all members, faculty members of the Department of Physics, technical staff and administrative staff for the insightful comments. And our special thanks to the members of the Convocation Committee for planning the details of this program. We thank all student volunteers for being a part of this event and helping us out in different ways. Our special thanks to our staff, Mr. Varun, Mr. E. Durai Murugan, Mr. Satish, Mr. G.V. Rajan, Mr. Venkatchalam, Mr. Jyoti Maheshwar Reddy, Mr. R. Shivakumar, Mr. Dinakaran, Mr. Ramesh, Madam Pushpa, Madam Lata, Madam Uday Bhanu, and Madam Basant Malar for their support in making this convocation event successful. Finally, let's thank all those known and unknown hands who have helped us in making this event successful. Let's clap for them. Thank you all for spending a precious time with us. We hope you all have a wonderful We hope you all have a wonderful stay in this beautiful campus. With this vote of thanks, this department degree distribution ceremony 2023 is declared to be concluded.
Thank you, Abhishek. Just one final announcement before we all rise for the national anthem. I request all the graduates to stay back. We will have group photographs taken on the stage. We will call out according to your batch, PhD, MTech, MSc, etc. Please come when your batch is called out. I request you all to rise for the national anthem.
मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाता जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
We request all our faculty colleagues also to stay back for the group photographs. We'll first have the PhD students, the graduating PhD scholars. Please come on stage.